Alright, so today we're going to work on this Pontiac and we're going to put transmission lines on it. But before I do that, I want to remind you to, hit subscribe, like, and comment down below. Help a fella out. Alright, let's go ahead and get up in here and I'll show you where we're at. Yeah, I'd say she's blowing some oil. You can see here where they got. They're just junk. They're just rotted out. So let me see up in here. There's gonna be a 10mm nut where they go together. Two of them go in there in that one house, and you see it, pull it out of there, and then it's got O-rings in it. And then of course we'll go over here, and then just up into the radiator like regular cooler lines. Definitely give her a rust treatment under here though, didn't we? Alright, well, we got it here. Let's see what it does. Did it just make it more rounder? Or did it make it more looser? I can't tell. Probably have to end up putting a fucking radiator in it. Let me get these tight and I'll be right back again. You ever have one of them moments where you're working on some shit and you're like, why the fuck did I even touch this? Am I the only one that has them moments? Huh? Ow. Cause I don't know what the hell this thing did, whether it came loose or whether it just got rounder. It's turning. Son of a bitch is tighter than a nun's cunt. Where'd you learn how to work on shit, muffler? Grew up poor, man. I had to learn how to fix shit. Hell, I was like 15, 16 years old till I finally figured out other guys actually did this shit for a living. Alright, we don't want to take that the whole way out because, well, the transmission fluid will run down on us. Well, don't ask how I know, but it sucks. Runs down your armpit and shit. But yeah, they're pretty well rotted. We definitely got her lubed up under here. She pumped about 2 cord out, probably, I hope. That's all I got. If it did more, we'll have to get more, I reckon. Alright, so here's where they attach on the transmission again, obviously. And, well, you see how much room you got there, so I don't know. We're going to see if we can get this screwdriver in here. And maybe, I don't think we're going to be able to do it, though. Let me turn this off and see if I can get this loose. Alright, so as you can precariously see, I got this wrench staged in there with this screwdriver. And we're going to see if we can pry it loose. And it looks like we got it loose, believe it or not. Yeah, I would say. Now, let's get this other wrench on here and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got a ratchet wrench on here and I'm going to spin this nut off and then we'll go from there. This nut on this Bruce Jenner line, a little rusty. There it is. Okay. Now, you're going to want to try to get up in here underneath here, it looks like. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never put a set of these on in my life. I'm just guessing. Looks like we're going to want to get up in here, maybe. Try to... Alright, so we got the one loose. And the other one, the top one has like a... Nah, they weren't bad, not at all. There were probably a couple thousand more miles on them. I have no idea why they rotted up in there under the radiator like that. Weird. Weird how that and just rotted there. And I was going to try to put rubber on it, and then I looked at this and I'm like, yeah, F my life. But we're going to fix her till she breaks again. That's what we're going to do. Don't want to get oil on my... Don't want to get oil on my Dauphin County Creeper piece of plywood. Yeah, can you tell which ones are new, used from the junkyard, and which ones are used out of the car? Just so weird how that rotted like that. But yeah, see, all you need is a couple tools. You can go get this shit. You don't have to like watch the videos on the internet or think anything about it. Like, all right, so here's the one we're going to put in. Here's the one we took out. I mean, for a little bit of time and a few bucks at the junkyard, I got a real nice set of lines for it. Fix it till it breaks again. Alrighty, so we got that in there, popped up in there, as you can see. And we got the bottom line started over here. We'll get the top line started. We'll get this shit tightened up, and then we'll be back. Alright, so we're tightened up there. And we're putting back in the clip there. And we're tight over there. So we should be good for another 1,000,000 miles again here. Let's put some oil in it. We got 2 quarts of Bruce Jenner too, so we should be able to top her off good enough. Alright, so way down in there, way down in here, where is it? It's right there. Is the cap. Right here. It has a plug down on the side you take out to check where the oil's at, but I know about where it's at because I checked it, so we're going to put a cord in it and call it good. It's right there. You see it? Right there. Right there where my middle finger's at. Right there. Why in the hell did Chevy ever do that? I mean, honestly, I just don't understand that. Like, the engine oil's right there. So let's just put that sumbitch down there where you can't get to it. Like this POS here, you literally have to take the wheel off of it and pull a plug out of the side of the transmission to check the fucking fluid in it, right? But you have to take a plug out of the top to put the oil in it. Who engineers this shit? I'm guessing that the mechanic screwed the engineer's wife and now they're arguing with each other with the way they design some of this shit. I mean, because who would think that checking the transmission fluid and the antifreeze and the oil in your vehicle would make it last remarkably longer if it was easy to do? Like, seriously, like, well, I didn't check my transmission fluid because I have to jack my car up. And, like, Christ, to put back brakes on that car, it's a whole scenario on them Fords. You don't want to go fucking with one of them snap shut on you, boy. Believe me, I didn't lose no fingers, but I had somebody that works on a lot of cars one day show me. He's like, it was my dad. He's like, what's this? He goes, watch that son of a bitch snap shut. Watch it. Poof! It was like, yeah, your finger would have been gone. But anyway, squirrel moment, back to where we was. But fun fact for people that don't know, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying my opinions on stuff. But if you're ever working on a Chevy, all the fuel lines on it and any oil lines are always 16 millimeter. Always 16 millimeter. So down in here is one of them. It's right, where is it? Right there. And then the other one's down there. So, surely you don't need to see me go righty-tighty, lefty-loosey on these. Alright, so we're going to put some oil in here. Like my funnel extension. It's a funnel on a piece of pipe because it's so far down in there. Alright, now we're just gonna check for leaks. Oh look, thermal.
I don't see any oil dumping out on her anywhere. See any leaks up in there? Nah, it'll be fine.
Alright, well there you go. There's a set of Bruce Jenner lines on it. New used old junk from the junkyard. See, you can do it. All you had to do is try. So there you go. We put a set of transmission lines on my work car. Wasn't really that difficult. Had $10 or something at the junkyard going out and taking them out. Didn't video there because Gribble Hewport does not like that. And they're good to me, so I'm good to them. But with that being said, we do more than just work on chainsaws on this channel. That's like amateur hour stuff, taking a saw apart, porting it, and sending it on its way. Like, we do more than just work on chainsaws here. I want to emphasize that. Like, we're not going out and dragging wheel it runs out of the brush and getting it running and then driving it to my house and parking it in the brush and taking projects from a kid that could have had a wheel it run project and had his first vehicle halfway cheap to make content on YouTube to park shit in the brush. If I could get a wheel it run, I'm using it. And you've seen it. Ferguson, Cub Cadets, vehicles. I'm not just gonna, oh, well look at me, I'm blah, 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 like and can't fix their way out of a wet paper bag. If it wouldn't be for sponsors and people giving them all the shit they have, they would never be able to do what they do. I said what I meant and meant what I said. And the bad part is they don't even know what they're doing. I was watching this one the other day. I'm not gonna say the channel. They're not even smart enough to know that you can drill the fitting out on a metric brake line on a Chevy, right? And re-flare the end of that and reuse that fitting. They have to try to tell you that you have to go to O'Reilly and buy it. No, you don't. No, you don't. But I learned that when I was like 15 and I'm like 45. I mean, I built my first race engine when I was like 16. But anyway, yeah, like, subscribe, comment down below. And I'm going to give you a little teaser here at the end because I cooked some ribs, so see if you like how I cook them. You know, everybody be bitching that food be expensive and this and that. There's a whole freaking rack of ribs I just bought for $8. So we'll see these in about 3 hours. So we will. And yeah, just trying to get this piece of steel I have over here for air control out of there. So, homemade smoker, by the way. And this is just what us hillbillies do. I mean, y'all be thinking about all this and all that when the world goes to hell. I'll be thinking about whose field I could win and kill a pig or a beef cow to eat. Just saying. Hmm, 3 hours later, they look pretty good, don't they?